Hey everybody, and welcome back to the You're Wrong podcast. This is episode 10. This is going to be our week 8 outlook. That's Kyle. I'm Gavin. Today we're going to cover a few things. We're talking about the NBA a little bit, but then we're going to mostly focus on the NFL per usual.
As always.
Yeah. We got a couple little specific player things we want to talk about, like Deshaun Watson, but we'll get into that after. And like always, we'll start off with our beer.
Yes,
This week we got Harpoon IPAs.
This is a tall can.
It's just Harpoon IPA, actually. It's a normal tall boy. It's 6%. 6%. Here we go.
I don't know. I want to get this out of the way. I was told I say way too much on this thing, so I'm going to work on that. So keep an eye on if I say too much or not. All right? All you viewers out there, for the 30 people that watch this a week, make sure I don't say because God forbid I say Anywho, moving on. Let's touch on the NBA a little bit first. So, like I said, I just said again. No, I'm in my own head. So, like I said in previous episodes, I watch the NBA a little bit. He watches a little bit. We dabble. I'm probably not going to bet it anymore because it's impossible. But
I'm going to keep betting.
We still watch it. Like, we're basketball fans. So, we want to talk about kind of, I think this year, so far, I know it's only been 3-4 games, but it looks like it's going to be the most open NBA season as far as contenders and competitors we've seen in maybe the last 8-10 years.
I definitely agree with that.
Seems like everybody has a shot to win.
And, I feel like a lot of, look at LeBron. He's out already, injured.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Like, how are you already hurt?
It doesn't take much to get
He's
hurt.
also 37.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're going to do. A lot of, the big stars that we see, we talk about that have been running the league are all at that point where they're going to keep fighting injuries.
That's true.
Even Steph Curry, same thing. He's been in and out with injuries. Klay Thompson's finally back for the Warriors. That's why I think...
Is he back?
He's coming back. I don't think he's back yet.
He's not
but
back
yes,
yet.
He's going to be back. That's why I think once he's back, I think the Warriors are the best team in the NBA. But
I think so too. Especially with James Wiseman. Draymond Green is not what he used to be, but at the same time, they have Andre Iguodala back, Draymond Green. I think, and I
still Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I believe so. I am an avid James Harden hater. I can't stand that guy as a basketball player or a person. To be honest with you.
I don't like how he used to try and draw fouls consistently. Now
I think it's horrible.
Now he's getting
and the way he plays basketball is disgusting. It's not basketball.
Well, they changed it, so
that's what I'm saying. I love it, and we're seeing him average, as it says on the TV right now, 17 points per game. He's going on the shitter. I love it. I'm happy. Better change the way you play basketball because it's no longer suited to you, and I love it. And it hurts the Nets. I don't like the Nets.
I think Kyrie should just nut up and get the damn vaccine.
See, without getting too far into politics, I disagree.
Well, no, I completely agree. It's your choice.
It is.
But at this point, so many people have it. Is it really gonna kill you to get it?
I get that, but
think of how many. It's not even. I forget the team, the fans. The fans.
What about the fans? You don't interact with them if you don't want to get vaccinated.
Yeah, but everyone loved Kyrie coming there.
Well,
the fact that I don't know.
But who are the Nets management in the NBA and Adam Silver to say, hey, you got to put this in your body?
I'm not going to argue.
We're not going to get into the politics side of it. Clearly, we don't see eye to eye on it. But
well, no, I don't, dude. I agree. It's someone's choice, but I think it comes to a point where someone's going to have to give, and at that point,
I would not give up millions of dollars for a vaccine.
Exactly.
That's me.
That's what I'm saying.
He can do what he wants, but I don't think you should have to. Anyway, I think...
Hell, I would have got it for... I got a bonus for getting mine. I was like, yeah,
it must be nice. I walked downstairs, got mine, shed a few tears, and walked back upstairs.
It wasn't much of a bonus, but it was
anyway, I just said, again. But, going back to the Celtics, I know they're only 1-2 right now.
They're a joke.
Jaylen Brown looks good. They have no depth, and that's what I told you. Brad Stevens is pathetic.
I don't agree, but
it is what it is. So let's move on. Let's go to the NFL. We figured we'd touch on NBA shortly, but we're here to talk NFL. That's our main sport. So.
Let's go right to Deshaun Watson and the trade talks. Like you were saying before, how Tua must feel.
I'd feel like shit.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's that he's feeling like shit with his ownership, but it's why is the media speculating? If I were him, I'd be like, why is everyone so focused on me? Why is everyone so focused on Watson going to the Dolphins? Am I playing that bad?
Well, Deshaun Watson's a better quarterback than Tua.
Everyone knows
by
that.
By far.
Everyone knows that.
But, think about it. If Deshaun Watson didn't have 22 sexual harassment charges or allegation, whatever the hell it is, against him,
yeah,
it wouldn't be just Tua. It'd be Tua, a pick, and 2 more players or 2 picks to get Deshaun Watson.
It would be like 4 first-rounders.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and again, I don't want to get too political. However, I think, one, you shouldn't make... I think it's all smoke and mirrors. Because do I believe the Dolphins or, say, the Panthers are going to trade for Deshaun Watson when he's not even allowed to play yet? No, why would you?
The Panthers already put down...
Yeah, they're not going to. Yeah. But who in the right mind would trade for a player who's on the commission exempt list and isn't allowed to play?
He's not on the list yet.
Okay, but he's not playing. He's not allowed to play.
Roger Goodell said that he could go play a game.
Did he really?
Yeah.
So the Texans are holding him out? Is that what?
Well, yeah, because as soon as they say he's going to start, they're going to be like, oh, you're on the exempt list. They just haven't placed him on it yet.
Yeah, okay.
It's like...
And I think it's
like the team should make
without getting into, like beliefs on whether he did it or not, I have honestly no idea if he did it or not.
That's not getting into it.
However, I think he should be allowed to play until he's proven guilty.
To a point.
Right?
But when you have the case pushed out to, I think the actual court case until January.
Okay, I've had friends who had to go to court cases for things they didn't do.
It's very fair.
I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I have no idea. But
it comes to a point where one or two is different than 22.
But it's literally an amendment. What happened until innocent until proven guilty? I feel like in this country now, it's guilty until proven innocent. And without we're getting into it, but I don't want to get too much into it. I think he should be allowed to play until he's proven guilty. If he's proven guilty, then yeah, he's a scumbag. Don't let him play ever again. But until then, why not let him play? Because one, as the NFL, think about it. Well, the NFL is a selfish organization. They're losing themselves money.
Well, the NFL has its bad looks already. They're not going to let someone go out there and play like that.
They're letting Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill play. They physically beat up woman.
Good point.
It's not sexual, but still.
They signed him back. That's more.
And they're letting him play. They did the
Ray Rice didn't come back.
Antonio Brown called his racial slurs to his owner, and he's allowed to play. And I understand, but I don't understand it's a different level of severity. But at the same time, innocent until proven guilty. If he's guilty, don't let him play. Until then, I think he should be on the field. But I also don't believe anyone's going to trade for him. There's no point.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either.
There's no point.
The Dolphins might end up with him, but he also might not play in the NFL again. So
yeah, it's up in the air.
Yeah, it's a loose one right there.
Also, Antonio Brown, while we're on the topic, Antonio Brown might be dealing with a season-long, not season-ending, but a season-long ankle injury, which could severely hurt his production. He could go into the IR.
They'll keep him out a couple weeks then for sure. They don't need to...
I would.
They don't need him to go out there. They have weapons.
Yeah. Wait until he's fully healthy.
Yeah, their defense is good enough to help the offense.
And they also have the front runner. They also have the MVP front runner right now, in my opinion, Tom Brady.
He's going to win the MVP.
Well, he has half the season left. I wouldn't be throwing definites and absolutes.
You can go bet that right now, and it's a pretty solid.
Well, he's going to be the betting favorite.
Yeah.
It's not worth the money at this point in the season.
Debatable.
I don't know what the odds are, but I bet it's plus 325.
It's got to be more than that. This early in the season, got to be more than that.
Yeah, it could be.
Probably like 450.
What else? What we got next? What's our next headline?
I want to say how don't sleep on the Raiders. I know they have a bye week this week,
but my God.
That division's wide open, man.
Dude, we're on episode 10 and we still can't escape the goddamn Raiders.
We're not getting rid of the Raiders.
Holy hell.
Keep the Raiders in your head. You're playing better without John Gruden.
Are you a Raiders fan all of a sudden?
No, I just like the Raiders.
I should make you a bet. And this is what we should do.
Mm-hmm. Go. What?
If the Raiders make the playoffs, I buy you a Raiders jersey. If they win their division, I buy you a Raiders jersey. If they don't, you buy me a jersey of my choice.
Whoa. Not win their division.
No, win their division. Cause
I don't like that. Make the playoffs.
We could do that. We could work that out.
It gives me a little bit more.
Yeah, of course it gives you a little more, so it's a little unfair.
But you're so against them.
They're a good football team, but let's not act like their quarterback is Jesus Christ himself.
Second most passing yards in the NFL right now.
Yeah, because they throw 50 times a game.
That's fine. Whatever works.
Is it working? No, they're only 4-2.
That's decent enough.
Okay. Yeah, all right. We'll come back to it because we can't go an episode without bringing up the damn Las Vegas Raiders. So
I still can't literally say Las Vegas.
I know.
Want to say Oakland.
I almost said Oakland right there.
I kind of forgot they were in Las Vegas.
Part of me also wants to say Los Angeles Raiders. I don't know why. I wish they never were in Los Angeles.
I keep calling the Chargers the San Diego Chargers.
It's bad.
The LA Chargers.
The Washington Redskins, I still call them the Redskins.
Yeah, me too.
It's bad.
Well, the football team is just dumb.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't changed that name yet.
The Washington, I don't even know. Whatever. Okay, we could touch on some games.
Yeah, let's get into some games. What we got?
The Cowboys-Vikings is probably the I'd say,
That's
in my
probably
opinion, the biggest game of the week. That's prime time, too.
Yeah, Sunday night.
Which
prime time Kirk, baby.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is not going to, I don't know. He can't perform in prime time. What's his record on, Monday night?
God, I have
no
idea.
Is he 0-9 on Monday night?
I think
football?
it's 1 and I think he's 1-1. I think he won 1 last. I don't know. I really have no idea.
He's 0-9 or 1.
All I know is he's lower than 20% victory.
Can't win. Well, I mean that's Monday night, different from Sunday night, but still.
Maybe prime time's prime time. Run to the lights.
I mean the Vikings don't really perform in prime time period as a team.
Yeah, they don't. I think this year's different though. I think he has one with the emergence of Justin Jefferson.
That's a good point.
And then he has Adam Thielen still, and Dalvin Cook is healthy now. And Alexander Madison kid has proven that he can rotate in and be useful.
I mean, it's a good team. Good all-around
Their defense
team.
is pretty solid,
They're decent.
though.
Their defense is decent.
They're 3-3.
Not hurting them.
And I don't like the should-be game, but they should be 5-1 right now. Think about it. They lost to the Cardinals, who were 7-0, because their kicker missed a field goal to end the game.
Yes, that's true.
And then, who'd they almost beat? There was another game they almost won. I don't remember who it was. I don't want to dwell on it. There was another game they almost won, which they probably should have won until they screwed it up at the end. I don't remember what game it was.
I mean, Kirk is also playing pretty damn well. He's
13 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yep. And he's at, 17 or 1,800 yards?
Yeah, so he's taking care of the football, which is a huge improvement for Kirk Cousins.
But, I mean, Dak's still up there with 1,800 passing yards.
But Dak's also a little injured right now.
16 touchdowns, 4 picks.
He's also a little hurt right now, though. With that calf strain. Calf strains aren't easy, especially
But he always, I feel like he always has some kind of ailment.
Yeah, he does. But think about it. It's his right calf. For a righty quarterback, you're pushing off your right leg.
Yeah, but
he's not going to get the same
Zeke
velocity.
in the backfield, and they got one of the best offensive lines in the league. I mean, he'll figure it out. You just don't throw the ball deep down the field.
Michael Gallup's on the IR. So, I mean, that's why we've seen Dalton Schultz at tight end get a couple more targets.
I mean, look at the spread of the game. It's -1.5 right now.
For Cowboys.
Yeah, there's something...
Yeah, something's going on there. It's going to be a close game. I think Vegas knows it's a toss-up, and it can go either way.
It's in Minnesota, too, which...
Yeah, so it might be some cold weather.
Well, it's an inside stadium.
Yeah, you're right.
New stadium.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, indoors.
Yeah.
Well, that last stadium was indoors, too, but it was that weird dome that, collapsed.
But they also could open it, couldn't they? Or no?
No, the one now they can open.
Yeah, okay.
But
Well, let's hope they keep it open, because that'll affect the Cowboys.
I'm probably going to bet the Vikings on that one.
Yeah. We'll get around to that on our best bets later. I got a nice best bet to throw in there.
Bucks Saints, because it's a divisional matchup.
Bucks Saints be a very good football
And
game.
like he said, Antonio Brown's probably not going to play this week.
Probably not, no.
Honestly, at this point, why even put him on the field? You know what you have as a team. You have the weapons. You don't need them.
Correct. It looks like he's not going to play.
Throw the ball to Mike Evans a couple more times. Throw the ball to Gronk a couple more times. Oh, Gronk's out still.
My dad's calling, man. I don't know why.
Cool.
Yeah, Gronk is still out.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a good game, too. And I told you last week I had Alvin Kamara over 130 total yards, rushing and receiving. Cleared it in the first half.
Yeah,
that's absurd. I also just got
he had
an alert.
125.
The Panthers are signing former Raiders receiver Willie Snead to their practice squad. It's not big news. He stinks, but anyway, yeah. So Kamara is a beast. They just traded for Mark Ingram today.
That was weird. I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because they realized they needed someone to rotate in because they don't have Latavius Murray anymore. Kamara can't be getting all these touches. He's going to get hurt, like every other running back in the league.
That's fair.
So, Jameis is hit or miss for me. You know, I think...
He has his moments.
He does. I think the Saints' defense is pretty good. It's pretty good. But, I mean, the Bucs, it went from 5 to 6, the spread.
I think the Bucs are going to...
The Bucs are rolling right now. They're rolling.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady, man, like last year... You know, it was his first time really being in that division, but now he's used to playing these teams twice a year, and
he's not playing against Drew Brees.
I don't want to ever bet money against that man, you know, especially with Jameis Winston. I mean, at the same time though, like it could be a revenge game for Jameis Winston, or for Bruce Arians, it could be a hey Tom, go prove that I was right.
I don't think he needs Tom to prove that he was right.
Right, but I'm just saying. By the way, while we're on the Bucs, I got that book about the Super Bowl season last year for the Bucs. I just finished chapter 4 last night. I don't read books, but unless it's about football. But very good book. I'll give it to you after I'm done with it. Very good book. I recommend you guys check it out if you're as big of a football guy as me. Season in the Sun.
Season in the Sun.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Good book.
Is that because Tom Brady went from dreary old New England to Tampa?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, we're both picking the Bucs here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously,
it's -5. Well, it's
6.
I thought it was 5.5 still.
6 now. I just checked at 6.
Yeah, I'll take the Bucks. I would take the Bucks -10 on that one.
Yeah.
I think they absolutely roll over.
Well, this is also the same Saints team that demolished the Packers in Week 1. So it's not
yeah,
but
I think that was more or less
but
the
they also
Packers
lost
not
the
being ready than...
And they also lost to the Giants, the Saints, so...
Also true.
Yeah, so they're hit or miss.
On that note, we can bring up the Giants-Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think the Giants could beat them. I think the Giants could beat the Chiefs this week. I could see it happening.
Because what makes you say that?
I don't know. The Chiefs look terrible, and the Giants look okay.
Can we get one thing straight? Like, everyone thinks the Chiefs look terrible. What are they, 3-4?
They do look bad.
I mean, they beat the Browns, who we always say are one of the best rosters in the NFL. Like, yeah, their defense is historically bad.
Patrick Mahomes,
he's going to turn it around.
Yes, he is. He's going to turn it around because he can't keep playing that bad.
I'm so sick of.
He's got as many interceptions as Zach Wilson.
I understand, but I'm so sick of. He's trying to do too much. I'm so sick of.
Yes, he is. So don't try and do too much.
I'm sick of everybody talking about him like he's not still the best quarterback in the league.
I blame his wife and his brother.
His brother needs
distractions.
His brother needs to stop whatever the hell he's doing.
His wife, they post videos.
Well,
together all the time.
You know the Chiefs are 3-10 against the spread their last 13 games. 3-10 against the spread their last 13 games. Chiefs don't cover. They can win, but they don't cover.
Yeah, they can't really win anywhere either.
See, like, this is what I'm talking about.
They're under 500.
They're one game under 500.
It's still under 500.
Like, I know Pat Mahomes has been talked about like he's God for the last 2-3 years, and he was pretty damn close. But, I mean, every quarterback's got their valleys and peaks.
You didn't see Tom Brady going out there and going under 500 in any season?
Okay. I mean, you're comparing I guess, okay.
Whatever. People said, Pat Mahomes is the next Tom Brady.
Okay, that's a good point.
There you go.
But it's been 7 games. Let's not write the Chiefs off yet.
I'm not writing them off. I'm just saying the Giants have an opportunity.
You have them losing to
No, I'm saying they have an opportunity. I said, I'm not...
Well, every game has an opportunity in the NFL.
Exactly, and I think that's a higher opportunity than most.
Listen.
You asked me before the season starts if I think the Giants can beat the Chiefs. Hell no.
If the Giants
right now,
if the Giants beat the Chiefs, I will come on the next episode wearing a damn Patriots jersey. That's how confident I am. That's how confident I am. That is a dumb take.
Okay, I got a lot to choose from. Your choice.
Yeah, any Patriots jersey, your choice. Make it Tom Brady for all I care. That's how confident I am. That's not going to happen.
Tom Brady jerseys.
Well, you're a fake Patriots fan for that.
Nope, it's bad luck.
You're bad luck. The guy who
every time I ever wore a Tom Brady jersey, they lost the game, so I never wore it. Threw it out.
I don't believe in coincidences like that.
It's a fact. It's not a coincidence.
Okay. Well, next game. What do we got?
Pats Chargers. Obviously,
speaking of the Pats.
Well, I mean, that spread's 5 points.
Yeah,
that's gonna. I think that's. I mean, it's in L. Not L. Yeah, it's in LA.
It is in
LA.
LA.
I said it right.
There you go.
I think it's gonna be close. I mean, I think the Chargers are still gonna beat them, but I think it's gonna be closer than people think. I think that 5-point spread is right around where it's gonna be. They've been playing well. The offense has looked pretty good, solid. Mac Jones hasn't been throwing picks. He's going to hate that. Been playing consistent. The defense showed up last week, too. I mean, obviously, they're going against Zach Wilson and the Jets' horrific offense. And then whatever the hell the backup quarterback's name was.
Mike White, who's never played an NFL snap.
Yeah, that's why I'm defending it. I'm just saying. They scored 54 points.
You're like yelling.
I'm going to knock you out. 54 points. Damn. That's not something to skip on. You're still in the NFL.
Why are you looking at me? Did it finish your take?
No, that's my take.
Okay.
It's going to be a close game. Pats could do it. I think the Chargers still win.
I think it'd be a close game. I think it'll be competitive. I think Mac Jones, as we've seen, has done a very good job taking care of the ball lately. However, I don't think the Jets game helped them because they literally could do anything they wanted. I don't think...
It was a boost. It's a confidence builder.
I also think from a competition standpoint, it's not going to help them. The Chargers are also coming off a bye week and had 2 weeks to study Bill Belichick. It's Brandon Staley's first year. I don't know how he does off bye weeks, obviously. But... You know, I don't, like I said before, I'm not buying the Patriots. Everyone's, obviously they're not a contender, but everyone's saying that they're capable. Are they? Like,
yes.
They lost to they didn't even cover against the Cowboys. Like, everyone's like, oh, they should have beat the Cowboys. They
lost to the Cowboys in OT where you score a touchdown, it's done.
But they didn't cover.
Because if you score a touchdown, it's done.
But they didn't cover.
You can't say, they didn't cover. It's because in OT, if you score a touchdown, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dumb rule. But they didn't cover. So, like...
Yes, that's why they didn't cover.
This is why I hate Patriots.
What do you mean? No, but what do you mean? Okay, any team can go out there.
Patriots fans, they're all angry Irishmen. You know? Look at this. Look how red he's turning. He's about ready to knock me off my damn stool.
Kill you.
But like he just can't.
They didn't cover. It's because it's in overtime.
He just can't accept the facts.
What do you mean? What
the facts are? The Patriots have beaten nobody but Davis Mills and Zach Wilson twice. That's the facts.
They lost to the Bucks
Mac Jones,
by 2.
Mac Jones.
They lost to the Cowboys in overtime. Two teams that are supposed to be top
Okay,
5
they
in the
lost.
NFL.
Let me ask you, what's the common theme between the Bucs and Cowboys game?
You're going to say loss, obviously, but...
Well, besides a loss, they were both played in New England. Fun fact, this game is not in New England.
That's fine.
Mac Jones has to go on the road against Justin Herbert, who's the reigning rookie of the year.
You know what, now I'm gonna hammer the Pats just to prove it.
I'll tell you what. We'll even add on to the deal. You know, if the Chiefs or the Chargers lose, I will wear a Patriots jersey in the next episode. That's how confident I am.
All right.
That's how confident I am. Deal. I'll wear a Patriots jersey in the next episode. Like, why are we talking about the Patriots? Why are we talking about the Patriots like they're capable? Like you realize they've won 3 games in their last 10 dating back to last year. Like, they're not a good football team. I'm sick of hearing about it. Do they have pieces? Sure. Matthew Judon, he's a dirty player and almost blew up.
Well, he should have got called for that. I agree with that.
He should be fined for it, but the Patriots are still the NFL's golden boy, and everyone shits on the Jets. So why would they fine him? But I'm just sick of the whole Patriots chatter, man. Like, I could tolerate it when Tom Brady was there because you have good reasoning. I know Bill Belichick's still there.
He didn't tolerate it when Tom Brady was there.
Look at Belichick's record without Tom Brady. It speaks for itself, okay? I'm done talking about the Patriots. Let's move on.
Titans, Colts. What do you have to say about the Titans and the Colts?
I think these are 2 teams that are rolling right now. 2 teams that have gotten hot at the right times. I think it could be... The theme this year I've seen is letdown games, right? Look at the Chargers. The Chargers went out and beat the Chiefs. They went out and beat the Browns, and the following week they lose to the Ravens in a game that I don't think they should have lost. The Ravens beat the Chargers, right? And they're 5-1. Some games they probably shouldn't have won, but they came out on top. And then they go out and lay a dud against the Bangles. The Titans beat the Bills in primetime. Just rolled over the Chiefs last week. 2 impressive wins. Now they're playing the Colts. They got hot at the right time. Colts were a 1-point favorite. Now I think the Titans are a 1-point favorite. I think I'm going to pick the Colts because I think this is a classic letdown spot for the Titans. Everyone's going to be like, oh, the Titans just beat the Chiefs and the Bills. Like, there's no way they lose to the Colts. I got news for you. The Colts defense is pretty good. Jonathan Taylor right now is averaging more yards per carry than any NFL running back in the league.
More than Derrick Henry.
That's more than Derrick Henry. Yes. Shout out to Jared, who said he wouldn't be a top 20 running back in fantasy. You're an idiot. I think Carson Wentz, as much as you and I both hate him, we have common hatred for him.
He's got 11 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing well. Like, he's playing well, and he played very good in the rain last week. Too. Yeah, he looks right now. The last 2 weeks, he looks like his 2017 pre-ACL tear self. So
I still don't count on Carson Wentz. I think the Titans are still going to win. I think Derrick Henry's going to have $150 running. I mean, the Colts defense is good, but it's still Derrick Henry. And I have some faith in Ryan Tannehill. Not enough. He's too inconsistent. He's got 7 touchdown passes, 5 picks this year, I think. And just 1,700. I think he's got 1,700, like 39 or 40 passing yards. So, I mean, he's got Julio Jones and A.J. Brown, yeah. So he can throw the ball enough to get it, but I think Derrick Henry's going to carry the team. Like in any game, carry that team over the hump, get past the Colts defense, which is playing better than I thought they would.
Yeah.
They are. But, I don't know. I like the Titans offense way too much. I don't think it's going to happen. And I don't have faith in Carson Wentz. I don't have any faith in his ability to...
I'm not a big Carson Wentz
guy. His numbers are good, but I don't think he is enough when it comes down... Like, he's consistent, but he doesn't do enough. I don't know if you can take that.
I agree.
And yeah.
Okay, so you have the Colts.
He doesn't make the big play. He doesn't make the big plays.
He has the Titans. I have the Colts. I mean, it's going to be a toss-up game. That's why it's a 1-point line. It can go either way.
Yeah.
So those are our thoughts on it.
Is it only a 1-point line?
Yeah, it was. I believe the Titans are a 2.5 or a 2-point favorite at line opening, and I think the Colts are now a 1-point favorite. So there's been some buyback on the Colts.
I did not know that.
I think.
I could be wrong. I thought it was going to be.
I think so.
Be like
but all right, so we'll move on. In our last game, we're going to touch on. I don't even know if we wrote it down. We're going to touch on Jets Bengals, okay? And it's in his best bets of the week. I don't blame him. Mike White is starting. We just traded for Joe Flacco, but they're starting Mike White because Flacco won't know the playbook yet.
Well, I mean,
I want to make one thing clear, okay? I want to make one thing clear, and this is me not even speaking as a Jets fan, okay? Like I pride myself on not being biased as much as I hate the Patriots. I pride myself on not being biased. And this is me talking as a non-Jets fan, okay? You have a rookie quarterback. You're the youngest team in the NFL. Your average age is 25 for your roster, okay? That's the youngest team in the NFL. You have a rookie head coach, you have a rookie offensive coordinator, and you have a seasoned vet at defensive coordinator. But I mean, watching the games, Mike LaFleur has a lot to learn about how to game plan for certain defenses, how to script games coming out, as we haven't scored a point in the first quarter yet this year. I think what happens as a Jets fan, right? And I think, obviously, the Jets fans are always led to be disappointed. But everyone this year was like, okay, we finally got our GM. We got our head coach. We got our offensive coordinator. We got our quarterback.
I don't know who was
right?
saying
And
that.
everyone before the season, like myself included, was like, all right, we're not going to compete. It's just a building block. Get these guys some experience, right? We still have 2 first-rounders next year. Build for the next 2-3 years. Then all of a sudden the season starts, and the Jets lose and lose and lose. And everyone's like, it's the same old shit, the same old Jets. And myself included, I get very mad after watching
You're
Jets
going in
games.
this way too.
No, I'm making a point. You just don't like when I talk a lot, but I'm finishing my point. I don't care what you say. We need to slow down, not overreact. The Jets are not the worst team in the NFL. It's not like they're not going anywhere and they have no future, right? They're not the same old Jets. It's going to take a while. We knew this at the beginning of the season. I don't know why we all forgot it. They have pieces. They have draft capital. They have salary cap. All the free agents they signed this year besides Corey Davis are hurt, right? They're still top 15 defense besides the beatdown last week. Don't do that to me ever again. We will be good. That's all I'm going to say
That's enough of that.
press the brakes. Press the brakes. That's all I'm going to say.
In that news, the Bangles are favored by 10.5.
10.
10.5.
Jets will cover.
No, they won't. And the Bengals are rolling right now. I mean, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. We both have a a lot of faith, better to say, in both of them. I mean, Jamar Chase got locked down, obviously, Rookie of the Year at this point. I don't think he needs to touch the damn ball again.
You can never play the rest of the year and you still don't win.
Yeah, like, he's just shown out, like, for his size, going out there and blocking what he does when he needs to, the catches he's made.
It's a good thing you said that. People don't even realize that about Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
he's already one of the best
blocking wide receiver.
He's already one of the best blockers in the league.
Well, a lot of wide receivers don't do that. They're like, I don't need to. Like, it's on the other side.
And Jamar Chase is a game changer.
Will run and get in the way.
Yeah. He's a game changer of a blocker.
I don't know if it's like the rookie mentality, he's trying to make his way and prove himself, or if it's
I think he's
the way he is.
good.
I mean, he did it in college.
I think he's that good. I really do.
I do agree. I think he is that good.
I do.
Okay, you want to get in your best bets?
Yeah, we'll do best bets. So we touched on it a little bit in the beginning of the episode, but I have Vikings money line. Also take them plus 1.5. You can teaser them to 7.5. I wanted to get him at 2.5, but I waited a little bit. So I'll probably wait for some buyback. I'll take their money line and their spread. I love the Vikings. I think the Cowboys coming off a bye week. Historically, Mike McCarthy has been bad off a bye week. They're a little banged up. Dak's hurt. Gallup's on IR. Defense is struggling a little bit. Trayvon Diggs, I don't think will be able to check Justin Jefferson. So I love the Vikings in the spot. That's my number one best bet. Secondly, I like the Lions plus 3.5 at the Eagles. I think this line is this. I'm surprised it's a 3.5 point line. I know it's not a lot, but I think the Eagles are. I think Jalen Hurts is the bottom 3 quarterback in the NFL. He's horrible. All of his stats. I don't
think he's horrible.
He's horrible. I saw something on Twitter the other day. 40% of his fantasy production has come in the fourth quarter because they're down 20-something points and he's just throwing in the fourth quarter.
He does have
He's horrible.
Unreal amount of rushing. I'm pretty sure he leads the Eagles in rushing.
I'm telling you right now, I love Jalen Hurts. He will be a good backup quarterback, but he is a horrible starting quarterback. The Lions are a good football team. Lions are a good football team. They're home. They fight. We love Dan Campbell. Lions plus 3.5. And my last one, very unpopular opinion. I like the Panthers plus 3, and I might sprinkle a money line against the Falcons. Let me hear me out.
I don't hate that, but who's starting?
Sam Darnold. Hear me out. Sam Darnold's fighting for his job, right? He probably will let me down again, so I wouldn't bet him. He's probably going to upset me again. But they're getting Terrace Marshall back this week. Stephon Gilmore might be playing, but they also are missing 2 of their linebackers. Shaq Thompson was one of them last week, who's a game changer, right? I think the Falcons, are not a good football team.
I agree with that.
But
Kyle Pitts did show up last week.
Kyle Pitts is gross.
I had him on my bench.
But Calvin Ridley's not doing what we thought he would do. They have absolutely no run game, and their defense is bottom 3 in the league. They get shredded, right? So I'm trusting the Carolina Panthers coaching and quarterback to pull through. Panthers plus 3. Go ahead.
All right. Browns Steelers. I like it's only 3.5 points. I mean, the Browns are hurt.
Who's home?
I think it's in Pittsburgh. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's in Pittsburgh.
You don't know that, and it's your best bets?
Well, no, it's in Cleveland. That helps me out a little bit more.
You're thinking the Browns?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I personally don't approve of the Steelers in any way. I don't think they're capable of much because Ben Roethlisberger is still their starting quarterback.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
That dude can't move. You could put Myles Garrett on a stretcher, and he'd still get close enough to Ben Roethlisberger to make him trip over the damn line on the field because that dude can't walk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say, even with the state that the Browns are, where people are coming off injuries repeatedly, Baker is supposed to play this week.
I mean, Dearness Johnson, their running back, looked good last week.
He did.
And credit their offensive line. It looks like you can put me and Gavin back there and still run for 120 yards. So, not a bad bet.
I'd do it. I'd give it a go. But yeah, I think Browns minus 3.5. Like I'll take that, no problem. I think that's a pretty solid bet. Definitely gonna toss that in. Sprinkle some money line just to be safe. Might not make as much money, but it'll be worth it.
Put it in a parlay.
Yeah, put it in a parlay, exactly. But then just to piss Kyle off, Bengals Jets. Bengals minus 10.5.
It's a loser.
No, it's not.
I said that last week too.
Mike White's gonna go out there and score more than 3 points. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think they can move the damn ball. Personally, I think Mike White's probably better than Zach Wilson. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Bengals minus 10.5 all day. Give me that. That's an easy bet.
I'm in timeout over here. I can't even look at you. I'm gonna watch TV for a minute.
The funny thing is, I have text messages.
Finish up.
During the Pats Jets game last week, when I said, "Wow, this guy might be better than Zach Wilson," he's like, "Yeah, I think he is." I don't know if that was just frustration because they were getting smoked.
I'm a Jets fan, man. Let me live. Let me live.
Either way. Okay, that's it for best bets and for the majority of everything
You only got two?
talk about.
I had to spit on you. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Brand new sweatshirt too. My bad.
Thanks. All right. What are you gonna give it?
You go first. I went first last time.
I'm gonna go 5.8 for Harpoon IPA, and it's 6% alcohol. That's probably why I got the 5.8. It tastes decent. I don't mind the taste.
It's a very soft taste. Very soft taste. I
It's
don't mind it.
smoother than most of like Harpoon. I mean, I don't know.
I'm gonna give it a 6 flat. 6 alcohol percentage, 6 rating. It's not bad. Not bad.
It's a decent beer.
Not my favorite.
I'd give the
It's
beer
good.
a go.
I'll have a couple of them. All right, so that wraps us up. So check back. Why are you always so quick to get up? You're always so quick to get up. Let me finish.
We did legs
Let us
today, and I'm
finish.
sore.
Yeah, it's kid's first time doing legs in 4 years.
Oh yeah.
You won't be here at the end of it. All right, check back in next week. Thanks for watching.